Hi everyone, it's Empress Coco back with another video. So today we're going to channel the collective's energy. That goes for all zodiacs, so take it how it resonates, and if it doesn't, leave it where it's at. So everything is pre-shuffled, no cards are pre-picked. Let's pre-plucked. So let's go ahead and get started. Something is very significant about a scammer. Palo Santo is needed to protect yourself from the scammer. Also, I'm even getting the scammer needs to start cleansing energy. Somebody who's a scammer, they might reach out to you about the use of Palo Santo, or like protecting themselves, or they're cleansing their energy, things like that. Cleansing the energy, protecting the energy. They're gonna ask questions, but keep in mind this person is a scammer though, okay? So keep in mind this person might just want to know stuff and know information that maybe only you know. Something is very significant about angel numbers. You could be seeing 1111. You could be seeing 1212. You could be seeing 444, 333. I just caught 333 before this video started. Someone here is an earth angel. Someone here is an earth angel. Someone's grandmother. Okay. Someone's grandmother here wants to communicate something to you soon. So be on the lookout for that. Pay attention to dreams, synchronicities, little messages, you know. Also, I'm also getting to that they're going to communicate to you about a masculine in your life. Okay. They're going to communicate to you about a masculine in your life. You have blue in reverse. Blue stands for your throat chakra. Somebody's throat is closed. Someone cannot speak up about something, or someone can't speak the truth about something, or someone cannot tell a lie. Okay, someone's throat chakra is very closed, that you need to pray. Someone here needs to pray. Okay, something is significant about 2023 and equality. Okay, equality, like support. Maybe somebody wanted to make something equal. Maybe somebody wanted to hash out something with you, reconcile, or start off fairly, like restart, but in a fair way. Maybe somebody wanted a second chance to support you in 2023, or it's something about someone scammed you in 2023 when it came to stability and support and being practical, making good decisions. Maybe somebody played with you in your spiritual journey in 2023. This person though, they're a scammer. They're a scammer, and maybe they have been trying to communicate something to you, but they have been stopped. Maybe they have been prevented from doing so. That's why the throat chakra is closed. Maybe this person finally figured out and realized that you're an earth angel. Okay. Somebody from North Dakota could need a second opinion. Okay, a second opinion in staying. Okay. Someone might need a second opinion to stay in North Dakota. Something is very significant about beauty spells in the summer. You are facing beauty spells in the summer. Maybe you really realize, like, in the summer that you're like, just things weren't right. You didn't recognize yourself in the mirror. Okay. Maybe that will be coming up this summer. Beauty spells are going to be heavy. So so these locations are significant. You have Florida. You have Michigan in reverse. You have Maryland in reverse. You have Illinois. Okay. You and this person in your energy one could have came from Maryland, one could have came from Michigan. Maybe somebody here is born in Maryland and somebody's born in Michigan. Maybe these are places that you're going to visit, and maybe you already visited Illinois and Florida. Just something significant about those locations though, and something significant about those locations in politics. Something significant about politics. I'm also getting maybe like news anchoring or spreading awareness, touching up on subjects, exposing the higher ups. Something is significant about these states, so these locations in politics. Okay, so I'm getting something about someone in Maine could be doing womb magic on you. Someone in Maine could be doing womb magic on you. Someone from Maine, maybe someone who loves seafood. They love seafood, and they love especially getting the seafood from Maine. I don't know, something about that. Also, so somebody here could be a celebrity. Okay, a singer that revolves around hip-hop. Okay, there's something about a contract. You don't need to negotiate. No negotiating. That's in reverse. So maybe when it comes to singing and it comes to music, do not negotiate. Also, don't step out of your out of who you are, your persona, to please people in the music industry or audiences. Stay true to yourself when it comes to the music. Also, there's something about music and spirituality that you can definitely put together, and you know, conscious rap, right? Conscious music, and I think that it's something that's very good. But it's like you could be a celebrity as it is. But there's something about don't negotiate when it comes to your voice, your talent, okay? Maybe your throat chakra is closed right now and you're experiencing some blockages when it comes to singing and being able to exercise your vocals. Okay, let's get started in this reading. 7 minutes ends crazy. Talk to me about collective energy. Talk to me about collective energy. Collective energy. So somebody doesn't want to get revenge. Somebody doesn't want to get revenge. Someone's not into trying to get something out of you or retaliate. They're not trying to get back at you. And it's more so that they're trapped and they need a way out. They're stuck right now and they need a way out. And it seems like they need a way out desperately. Talk to me about collective energy. This could be you as well. Maybe this energy, whoever this person is, you don't care to give back. Just know that, you know, maybe you had gotten a little stuck position, you know, you got in a little bind and you guys stopped in your tracks a little bit, but you're keeping it together. Some, you know, things are looking up, things are turning around, but it was heavy. So in the moment of being stuck, shit was heavy and you had to deal with it. Talk to me about collective energy. Somebody right now, somebody's not trying to get back at you. They're trying to like live their life and do them. But they do reside in their pride. So the decisions right now is definitely blinded decisions. Someone can't really think outside of themselves. So decisions right now may lack a little bit of logic, and it might just be more emotions. But it's not to hurt you purposely. They're not trying to do the most. They're not trying to hide. You know, but it's more so like, all right, I'm gonna rock how I rock, even though it's gonna hurt you. But somebody here is basically trying to go ahead and take things further with a side piece. Maybe when you and this person, y'all were supposed to go ahead and rehash things out, work on things separately. Maybe you were supposed to come back together with this person. Maybe this is what this person wanted in 2023, but it just did not work out. If this is from 2023, though, that energy is still lingering because you still have an effect on someone. I feel like maybe you're showing someone a lesson a little bit and in how they moved, how they were moving. Maybe you thought someone had a side piece, or you figured someone had a side piece. Your gut instinct was telling you that. So you also moved on because you were probably done getting played with as well. But instead of, you know, instead of someone actually just coming up and saying, hey, I have a side piece, they kept things a little on the hush and hush. They did eventually tell you, but it wasn't, maybe they didn't really analyze things as them actually having a side piece back then. Maybe it was they were just making friends, connecting. Maybe because they thought you had a side piece, they feel like they had to go get one, but now they're stuck a little bit. But because their ego led them, they thought they was hot shit trying to make a decision to be with the side piece or commit, or I'm also getting to that somebody wanted to prove a point with something. I'm also getting this. Someone's trying to someone is trying to curse you. Someone wants you to really be down and out, mentally just in the gutter, just fucked up pretty much. I'm sorry, no offense, but just fucked. Somebody wants to just have you out here looking wild, okay, desperate. Someone really is sitting here trying to go with a narrative, maybe also that you are not happy, and it's because you made a commitment to a side piece, but it's not a side piece. Maybe this person sees this person as a side piece because they feel like they had your heart more, or that they were more important, or like they were up here and this person just came in. Somebody trying to make it seem like you married a side piece or something. Talk to me. Talk to me about the collective's energy. Someone really thinks that there's a victory here because they tied you up. Somebody here, I feel like you could have transmuted that curse, that energy, and I feel like you sent it right back to the sender because you didn't fall for something. I feel like this person was trying to mirror some negativity onto you. You could already be in a separate situation, going about your life. This person reflected and mirrored a situation onto you so that you could be stuck, so that you could feel that same energy that this person is feeling, because they feel like, they low-key feel like you did something and you are happy, or like you're gone with the wind and you leveled up in life. Why haven't they? And maybe they feel like, well, maybe they need to do the same thing that you're doing to get the same results. That's not really how that works, but okay. Somebody feels like, though, that they won because you're at a crossroads. You could be at a crossroads right now. You could be in denial about something, just stuck, or just trying to figure out, okay, is this decision better than this? Should I do this first and then this? Talk to me about anger. Maybe somebody doubts that somebody here doubts that they can hold something together. You can definitely hold something together and keep shit down. You just have to keep shit on lock. You just have to have faith. I have like a little plaque that says, faith is where we seek for the truth, because we don't know it yet. We don't know something to be true, so we have faith that it's going to be true. Maybe you need to go ahead and have faith that you are going to get past this, or that you're going to come out on the other side of this. Maybe somebody didn't have faith. Maybe somebody didn't think that you could do so, although they know you can. Sorry, y'all, I had to check the oven. Talk to me about ego. Someone here is learning a lesson about their ego and their pride. Someone still has a heavy ego and heavy pride since 2023. And if that's the case, child, that's about 3 years. Someone needs to understand why they're so stubborn. Maybe someone here has to maybe someone here needs to understand why they're so stubborn and committing to a side piece. Maybe this person was with you and they took a shit on you to go be with someone else because they felt like you wasn't the right one and you wasn't enough. I feel like in actuality, and they haven't even committed to this person. Because usually if you know somebody is your person, then you know. And lo and behold, you should never leave someone for someone else. You need to be done with someone on your own accord before going and pursuing someone else. And if you left someone who you were very serious about and to go with someone else, then why haven't you committed to that person either? There might be a commitment issue here. Maybe teamwork is needed for something to go to the next level. Teamwork is needed. And then there also needs to be, somebody needs to let go of the past here. There's too much built up like anger from the past, or like the past blinds you and you can't see things clearly to come, or that's coming in the future. Also, you cannot correlate a past experience with a new experience that's supposed to come. Talk to me about the side piece. Collector's energy. Yeah, it was an illusion to even begin anything with this side piece. It was definitely a choice, but it was based off of an illusion. Somebody got tested and they made the wrong call. Somebody got tested and they made the wrong call. And also somebody was like, you want something, you go for it, you put your all, it's okay to be vulnerable. Someone is so much in their pride and arrogant and in their ego that they can't sit there and even be vulnerable. Hold on, y'all. Okay. Talk to me about the scammer. Scammer. Collective energy. Scammer. So something is happening to the scammer. I feel like maybe something is interrupting what they have going on. Maybe something's in the way of like what they're trying to do. Maybe they can't scam anymore. A scammer can't scam anymore. Maybe they're not having as much luck with scamming. Yeah. Samia, stop, please. Okay. Yeah, you definitely you can't create. I mean, that you can't create. This person can create. This person's having some setbacks and delays. Maybe this person isn't having luck with scamming anymore. Talk to me about blue in reverse, throat chakra in reverse. Collective energy. Oh. I don't know why I feel like you shut this person up. I feel like you are the one who definitely cut this person's throat chakra off. Silenced. Because whatever they have to say is pretty much bullshit anyways. Whatever they have to say, it's not genuine. It's not calculated. It's not logical. Talk to me about 2023. Something happened in 2023. A home became unhappy. Things didn't work out. Instability with an emperor. So this could have been a twin flame. But if this happened in 2023, and then there was something that was supposed to become stable, equal. There was supposed to be a lot of support. But somebody had the potential to, because you have Earth Angel here. You're an Earth Angel, so that means you're also a divine portal. Somebody had the opportunity to go through your heavenly gates, be accepted through your portal, except something went wrong. Because if it's Emperor energy, they are stable, they're protecting, powerful. It's Emperor energy. And if 2023 is based on equality, support, practicality, stability, if this is this energy, though, that doesn't make sense, because something was wrong with the home, something was wrong with a dynamic, something was wrong with creating and building peace, harmony. Something wasn't right. So I feel like maybe you went through a karmic cycle with this person. This person ended up being a karmic, and they still have not, they still haven't gotten out of a karmic cycle. So whatever cycle they're in, that's why they're trapped and they're stuck. They don't necessarily want revenge on you. It just, this is their fucking life now. They, something also tells me that maybe they did propose or commit to the side piece off of energy that reminded them of you. Like, they met this person and thought, and like, this person is probably just like you. And then they committed to this person off of that, not knowing that there's a bigger lesson behind it. They fell for some illusions when it came to the side piece, and they have to pay for that. While you are victorious and you are you are reaping some rewards at this time, they're stuck. They're still in denial that they have lessons to learn and that they need to fix what they have done. Because even when they were supposed to go ahead and remain in that Emperor energy, they fell under that, okay? They didn't do anything. They became stagnant and they chose someone over you, thinking that this person was better. They chose someone over you, and that's because they wanted money, okay? So they thought that this person was better. So that was 2023 into 2026. This person has been in a cycle and trapped this entire time, and they've been trying to hold it together, but they're not paying attention to their intuition. They have to level up spiritually. Also, there was supposed to be a balance between leveling themselves up and also leveling their money up. They wanted to boss up for you, and they feel like you went and chose to be with someone who they thought was a side piece on them. They were supposed to do the work as well, to go ahead and have discernment and intuition to realize that's not the case, that's not what happened. But this person never balanced themselves. They never ended up balancing themselves between their emotions and logic. Let's see what else. So long one. Talk to me about womb magic, collective energy, womb magic, womb magic. Shh. You already had Cheez-Its, both of you. Literally, womb magic. There's some womb magic going on right now, and someone's going through a loss. I feel like maybe womb magic backfired. Maybe this person is trying to have a child with their new person. I feel like maybe this person wanted to have a child with you at point. Maybe something happened. Maybe a loss has taken place. And now there's grieving present. Also, maybe there's something about trying to create or trying to have another one, but not realizing that you're still blessed and you still do already have. So however that is significant and resonates. Someone here already has children. Maybe you're trying to expand your family, but there needs to be some type of gratitude. Like, if you're going to say something negative, follow up with something positive. Someone just told me that today. So if you are experiencing a loss, if you already have children, it's okay. You are blessed. You have children. Not to say that you're not supposed to have any more, but don't fixate over what has been lost. Instead, fixate on what you do have. There we go. About to wrap this up. Collective. Talk to me about pray. You need to definitely pray to keep going, to keep pushing through, to keep seeing that light at the end of the tunnel. You need to keep pushing through. You need to know that the finish line is coming, but you got to make it there. And it's not going to come to you. Praying is going to help you. You need to pray. When it comes to finances, do not lack intelligence. Do not lack logic. when it comes to finances, because the evil side of wealth is that you weren't smart. You had it, you're rich, but you're not smart. You need to also pray for guidance when it comes to the use of what you're supposed to, with what you have. So you're rich in all aspects of life, but how are you applying these riches? Are you applying them like knowledge? Or is a coin just a coin to you? Does it not also have value? And maybe also I'm getting to, like, if fixating on, if you're worried about also getting your money up, then you also need to worry about getting your relationship up with the Creator. You also need to worry about getting your relationship up with yourself, feeding your mind, feeding yourself, feeding your body, eating off of wisdom. This was your reading. Peace.